Ben, why is it that people feel a sense of anticlimax having achieved a goal that they set out to?
Okay. So this is it. You have a goal, uh, and a goal and a desire are not exactly the same thing. Okay. A goal is a destination. A desire is more like um, a want.
Hmm.
Okay. So a desire has more affect to it, more emotions attached to the
Attached
desire.
to. Yeah.
Okay. So when you have a goal, you might be disconnected with it emotionally, such that everything leading up to that goal don't satisfy you until you get to the goal. When you take a desire journey instead, you can actually measure, as I said earlier, all the different emotions going with it. What does this feel? And you make those paths that lead to the destination your little goals, as it were,
Okay.
and you keep achieving them. Okay, having said that, let's say, and as an example, you want to work in a particular place, a particular job, or married to a particular person, or own a certain thing, and you get it, but then feel empty about it. I often find that what is going on here is that somehow the person hasn't acknowledged who they are at the point of the achievement. So it's almost like the person they're expecting to relish the achievement is the person that had the desire. However, time has passed. You're not that same person anymore. Therefore, I find that one of the things that helps to keep that going is when you're thinking about your desire or your goal, something to do is ask yourself, who will I be at that point? In other words, you don't just look at what that will look like.
Hmm.
I'll look at my account and I have 10 million pounds. No. All right, that's part of it. But what else? Who will I be at that point? How would the person, that version of me that will achieve this, how would that person think? What's their mindset? How do they see things? What matters to them at this point? If you don't do this, you might be dragging things from the past, trying to drag them into the future that they
Future.
don't fit. Okay, here's an example: is there was a time once or twice or even three times a year I would travel back home, right? And when I travel back home to uh, the city where I grew up,
Hmm.
I would go to places I went to as a child, see some people that I know, and it will feel really good. Then at some point, some of those people I used to interact with all left the city as well. They're not there now. If I don't accept that they're not there and the interaction can't be the same anymore, and then I go to visit expecting it to be the same, I will not be happy.
Hmm.
There will be a gap. Something will be missing, and I could be fussing about why how I need to travel more or spend more time there and all of that, believing that by doing so I will recreate or have that experience again. It is not going to happen because the factors have changed. Those people are not there. Even if they were, we're not the same age anymore. Time has passed.
Yes.
Things have changed. So part of dealing with anticlimax is a little bit more being a bit more realistic with yourself in terms of this is where I am now. When that goal was that important to me, this was what I thought it could do for me.
Hmm.
This is what it is now. That helps kind of reset things, almost like realign your expectations and your perspectives about that thing you want to achieve.
Hmm. I like
Finally,
that.
finally, the idea of making the desire or the goal a full stop is important. So, do you make it a full stop or do you make it a comma? Right? In other words, that thing that you're really desiring, are you aware that this is not all you desire? When you're aware that this is not all you desire, this is just one other thing that you desire, then it means you start walking in that direction, knowing that when you achieve this, there will be other desires, and that
Yeah.
no desire is in quote more important than the other. Many times we run blindly and forget other things, thinking this is it. And then when we achieve that, the other ones come gaping at us, like, oh, and then we feel like, oh, I haven't achieved anything just because we didn't put everything. in
everything
perspective. I
into
don't think this
perspective.
makes sense.
Yes, it does. It does. Thank you, Ben. Thank you.
Thank you.